welcome. Back. And back. And back. And back. Please put them on you and do not take them off. You can play with them, they will stop. Okay? Do not touch them. Yes, I do. In fact, I might have to give you some different ones.
Oh, we got them?
I do. Go up there and get some. Put these up there. Okay, turn the page. Ava.
Worms kill signs with their whole bodies.
No, go one.
They are wonderful diggers. They dig
Passageways.
passageways and burrows.
Go ahead.
But they don't use shovels or fingers or toes.
Okay, who would like to read next? Hudson.
How do they do it? They eat their way through and move around.
What do worms eat? Matthew?
Worms eat the dirt so they can make a tunnel.
They do. Are we going to see any dirt when we dissect them?
Yes, ma'am.
We probably not mark it.
They stretch out
Okay, so God only made them with on that. That's all they have. They don't have eyes. They don't have ears. And they don't have a nose. Isn't that wonderful that He made a creature like them?
Yes, ma'am.
And that they still can live and breathe. How do they breathe? Who knows how they breathe? How do worms breathe?
Worms breathe through their muscles. And if their skin dries, they can't breathe.
Right. So right now, do you think worms are staying underground or on top of the ground?
Underground.
Oh my grace.
So worms stay underground because they won't get dried out.
Right. If a worm comes up right now, what will most likely happen to it? Anything?
If the worm comes up right now, it will most likely get dried up and die.
Why, Kelsey?
It will dry up and die because
It's not moist. And what are our conditions outside, Marcus? Our conditions are hot and
there is a drought.
there is a drought. So what does that mean?
There is no water on top of the ground so that they can't keep moist if they go on top of the ground.
That's right. Okay, who would like to continue? Kelsey?
And they need food just like I do. But they eat dirt and rooting weeds.
Rotting leaves.
Rotting weeds.
I can see how you would get rooting out of that. But it is rotting. Now, we found out something that I bet nobody in this whole room knows except you. About worms and leaves. Who would like to share that information with the group? This is very, very interesting. Grayson.
Worms only eat pointy leaves, but they do not eat leaves with the round top.
Do we know why?
No, ma'am.
Nobody knows why. Who would be the only person? Not a person that knows why. Who knows why worms eat pointed leaves only? Kelsey? God knows why. I might ask him that when I get to heaven. It's interesting, isn't it? All right, let's turn the page. Rich, will you be able to find out today if your worm was about to make a casting?
Yes, ma'am.
How will you know? How will you know if the worm was about to make a casting?
You'll know if your worm's about about to make a casting because you might see little brown and black stuff at the end of the tube.
Yes, that's exactly right. Okay, who would like to finish? Yes.
Big rooms are body helpers, underground gardeners, who work part of the journey.
I don't really hear anybody whining. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, this is hurting. Oh, I feel uncomfortable. Should we be saying things like that?
No.
Not really. Okay, I'm going to open up my dissection kit. And this is the tricky part. I'm going to double book. You're only going to put on one's paper. Why am I putting on a double? We discussed this yesterday. Ava?
You're going to put on a double pair because
That's right. That's exactly right.
That's reason enough.
Plain and simple. Okay, see, I have to take care of everything in here, including if something happens to a mommy or daddy, which I hope it doesn't. Okay. The first pair's not too hard to get on, but guess what? It's kind of hard to get one down on your plate, and then you may open up your dissection kit and begin. Now, this is a little tough, but I think that you are smart. And so a long time ago when I decided that boys and girls were going to dissect in 3rd grade, I said, we have to learn it first. And we've learned it. And when they hatch, what do they call it? Wormlets. It's scaring me because I think you're gonna maybe paper cut your face. So can you sit back a little bit? Some more. There you go. Now the worm right here has a hole in the mouth. And that's where Mrs. Patterson always takes her scissors and I just cut. I have to look careful. And I cut. I get in the hole, and I usually cut on the dark side of the worm because you see the dark side, the light side, right? Okay, so I take my scissors. Let me get them back in there. Remember what I told you? Trial and error. This is hard because the worm is slippery and I do not want to cut my fingers. I'm trying just to stay at the top. I'm not digging into the worm. Am I going fast or slow?
Slow.
I would say very slow. Then I take the most dangerous part of the kit out. What is this called?
Scaffold.
Where can you touch it? Everybody.
The green part.
Can I touch up there?
No.
If I touch up there, what's going to happen to me? Kelsey, what's going to happen? It is. And there's not one thing I can do about that. Except take you to Mrs. Philly. Because I have done it before. And then, like I told you, I had to go get a tetanus shot. That's just the facts. Okay? So are you going to be careful with your scalpel?
Yes.
Are you going to be afraid of it? No. But you'll have a healthy respect for it, won't you? Now watch what I'm going to do. I see with my eyes. Here, I cut the worm. So I'm going to take the scalpel and I'm going to cut all the way down. What that does is it cuts the worm's muscles. Remember the circular and longitudinal muscles? Well, I might cut it again, because I go very carefully and gently on the top. Then I have to get some more pins. And I go down a little bit, because you really shouldn't use more than about 8 or 10 pins. And I pin it down. Oh, I'm coming to a very interesting part. See how I'm doing it? Here, do you see it? Get in so you can see it. And I'm going to pull this apart. Now, moms and dads, right here are the muscles of the worm. And I'm just going to take the scalpel and it lays the worm out. And if I take the scalpel here, and boys and girls, if you take the scalpel, you can cut the muscles and the worm will lay flat for you, okay? Now, here's the white part that I want to lift up. And this is your chance. What did I say? Savor the moment. Right?
Yes.
I would, if I were you. Okay, now here's the mouth. I've pinned it to the paper. Are you going to probably do that?
Yes.
Then, right here are some more muscles. So I'm going to take my scalpel and I'm going to cut the muscles. The worm, this worm is hiding its hearts. Don't you believe it? It's hiding the hearts. And the hearts are right underneath here. They're dark. I'm going to have to be really
Casting.
It was. Some of you may not find that. We don't know, do we?
No.
That will be something you have to discover. Now, once you put your gloves on, may you touch your face?
No.
I don't care if you're bleeding or dying or throwing up, you may not touch your face. Because your hands will have germs on them. Once the gloves go on, no touching face. When you walk to your desk right now, you are going to itch your face as much as you need to. Okay, get all your itches out and go to your desk. Parents, I need your help with giving out the gloves, and I'll be giving out the worms.
Hey, you can sit right
Oh, there's camera back just over by the seat. I don't want anything on it.
Are we supposed to put them on?
I would give everybody 2 and let them put it on. They can do it. Just put your gloves on. When your gloves are on, I'll come give you a worm.
Wait, no, I do this all the time. My dad does that. He's a dentist.
That's right.
He lets me do this all the time. I've always These are I know, it's so funny.
Raise your hand when you're ready for a worm. That means you have both gloves on.
Oh my gosh. Can we start when we get it?
Of course you can.
I don't know how to open it. Because my fingers are pretty much right
Are you ready, Amy?
Still got.
Oh, don't be afraid.
You were good.
It's exciting. It's exciting. This is exciting.
2 going in one place.
I got 2.
Well, you got it. Well, then you.
you go, buddy.
There's no smell of it.
Yes, your fingers do.
It smells like seafood.
Alright. I'm gonna put it that way because the hand, see the handle on that side?
There's no like.
What should you pick up first? Okay.
Yes.
I'm actually doing
They are going to town over here. Where's the head? Now where's the dark side? She cut down the dark side.
No. I don't know about that.
Okay, it's going to be a little loose on this end because these are kind of big.
Only live in that one.
So put your other hand right out like that. Okay. Now put your hand in that way. Look, you're becoming a pro at putting these on.
Yes, there is.
Here we go.
Perfect.
Now you can go home and do the dishes for your mama.
You have scissors. Let's see.
There you go. If a parent doesn't know where the mouth is, you tell them. You know. There you go, buddy. Yes, you may. Keep it on the desk, please. There you go. All right.
Yeah, I think you're doing okay. Hold it, your gloves are a little big.
You just keep doing it. She told you to cut past what part?
Make sure you don't have your finger in
Past
there.
the ponytail.
Like up here?
Yes. And on the dark side.
I can't get the pen in.
You can't get the pen in? Alright, let me step over here.
You're already on the pen.
Well, it's not a race. Perfect. Okay, let's see. What you're going to do is try to get the pen closer to the head. So, right. Go a little bit closer to the head. A little bit closer. And then, yeah, stick it right there.
Mira, mamá, que no te pinches con
That'll get you. Let's do it this direction. Because on the other side, you're going to pull it. That way it'll open up and like fillet out, basically. Like that. You've got your
I think I'm doing pretty good so far.
I've never did this before.
They don't have a
There
pattern.
you go. You gotta start clipping.
That's right. I think I caught one of the heart sounds. Hey, Reese, I caught one of the heart sounds. I did too, Ava.
Okay, remember she started with the mouth. So really far close to the tongue.
Oh, Elliot, look at it.
And the point is that you're peeling it back, right? So you're keeping it open. You're gonna do that to the side.
This is hard.
Oh, yes.
Never seen it.
Carolina Bible.
This is like a bowl.
Get some pins now.
Keep your finger moved back.
Okay. Now what I want you to do is pin that down. Not straight, sideways. Good.
Doing a good job.
Now, Matthew, get another pin. And pin that pin. Not straight.
Yeah. Now can you get another pin and pull it and go in at this angle?
And like that. Okay, good.
So I'm going down that way, and somebody will be down there if you do need something. But also,
Watch where you're
Okay, so
Okay, hold on. Let's take the one down here for just a second.
Put the sides.
Let's see
we
where you
need
are.
help more immediately.
All right, now we got it. You do. You have a little cut. You have a cut to about right there. See where it stops right here. So okay, sit down a little bit. Your hands, you're gonna cut. Yeah, so just like that.
Get another one. Doing a great job.
See how that's working?
I think we need to cut the muscle.
Yeah, just like this. Now you can do the next one. Right there. Go, no, right here with the same spot. And you go,
Alright.
and you're pulling it back just like that.
Wait a minute.
That's good.
Skin
Now get another one.
does not want to come apart.
You're doing good pinning it back.
Okay.
If you pull it down this way.
Now put it in right there.
Plate, and don't be scared to push it in the plate. Just push it all the way in.
There you go.
That's good. That's good.
Oh, you're doing a good job. You want to use the magnifying glass and look up close?
Okay. Do the same kind of thing.
It's kind of fun to do.
Do this. Look, let's do this right here.
Wait.
Now we need to
Isn't it amazing what you're seeing?
get this guy.
Yeah, look, those are
Now you're gonna cut. Oh no, wait. Okay, you're gonna cut down the
Interesting, isn't it?
You're gonna try to stay in the middle of it.
Do you see one of the hearts?
That's definitely the gizzard. That's the gizzard.
Okay, yeah.
Mine
Is it hard? Like muscles?
Look, this is the gizzard.
Yep.
Mommy, is it hard? Yes, it's very hard. Mom, is that so? It's just so. Look, you try. You poke it.
Okay.
Miss Patterson.
This is clean.
Miss Patterson, I found 4 hearts.
Let me see.
They are like
Pull it apart.
hearts.
Yes, you did.
That looks like
And this is the gizzard.
Yes, it feels hard, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I think that was the crop.
Did you cut the crop? It looks like it. Looks like a gizzard to me.
Reese, I found the crop. You want to see it? Squishy.
they're great. Why are you pulling them out? You did put them in right.
Hey, I'm actually getting the hang of this.
You could cut the gizzard
Where's this? Yep. I think you just found one. I think that's the crop.
Okay, I can't really find the crop.
Where's your probe again? Yeah, the white one is the probe.
Let's see how you see it. That's what it is. Right? Up a little bit. Okay. And you can stop this one. That's good. And I'll have to do it again.
I pulled out a heart. Matthew, was yours about to have this? Yeah. Grace, you think yours? I didn't check that yet. Check it. I can check it right now. Cut the back, and then you can find out. Wait, the keys,
And I want him to have them.
Okay, we can. Let me see if I can finish
Yes,
putting
it-
this part back for you, okay?
Did you enjoy it? Did you cut out your gizzard or crop?
Oh, look, there we go.
If you want to cut them out, you can. Ava, would you put your legs down, please? Thank you.
I'm kind of just pulling out stuff that's bad.
Well, you can explore what's in there if you've seen the things you need.
Investigate the intestine.
Right.
Since I've already finished here, up here. Right in here is where the most things are, but I'm going to investigate the
Cut
intestine
them out with your scissors.
down here.
We'll just look at it and explore. I'm going to look for muscles.
I cut some muscles
Okay, raise your hand.
to make it. This lab,
Don't touch it.
but those glasses are making my nose itchy.
I know it probably will.
This guy has ate a lot of dirt.
Open it up.
Wait,
See what's inside
this
of
guy's
it.
fat.
Oh, he's got a
Ate a lot of
good
dirt.
specimen of the gizzard.
What'd you find?
Patterson, you didn't get it off. Did I find my?
Yes, you did. Okay, open it up and see what's inside of it. Take the scissors and just cut it open.
Or one of these? I'm missing one of these right now.
Are you? What have you found, David?
Are they squishy? Where did you put them?
Here's a lot of dirt that's been
The
made.
froze. See, look. This one, I think, it's kind of.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what you saw.
You know how you see these? Like that little Matthew, did you smell
You just
dead?
have a casting?
What? Did you smell dead? I took out a contestant. Oh, yeah?
The intestine.
Alright,
That's weird. You have
Are you
intestines.
cutting or probing? You're just kind of looking at it. When you're looking at it, use the probe and not the. Use the probe to kind of go in there. And you can pull it apart. If you need to use, you can use the tweezers and the probe.
You did, Ava. That is wonderful. You see your gizzard.
You can do that, okay? It's better to do it with these than the scalpel. Only use the scalpel if you're actually cutting.
She thinks these are muscles. They were up here.
All right, freeze. Okay, now, after the fairness came the esophagus. Point to the esophagus.
I can see it.
Point to the intestine.
What?
Show me where you cut your worm up and saw if it had a cast. How many people did not have a cast? Ooh, that's unusual. Okay, now look at Mrs. Patterson. Put your instruments down on the table. Be careful. Look at me and listen. I am going to stand at that trash can by the sink. You are going to hold your hands down like this, only down, not up. I'm going to take your gloves off a certain way. You are going straight to the bathroom and soak your hands up the best you know how.